Hello, and welcome to CLEA'S World. I am Clea Chiarico, and today I'd like to continue sharing messages from the 25th dimension in regards to our transition to New Earth and into the other realities that some of our human population has chosen to continue their lives within the next year or so. So let's jump right in. When I say Carolyn, I'm referring to my hypnotist, who's the person who's helped me connect with the 25th dimension. And when I say me, I'm referring to myself speaking in trance. And so the messages that are coming through me are from the 25th dimension, which is where all our highest selves reside. And if you want a deeper explanation of this, go back and watch some of our previous videos because we go over all of this. Carolyn, you told us that Clea's team and Clea have been strategizing this board takedown at least since the 1700s, but we are still here. Why has it actually taken this long for the process of dismantling this particular game board? Me. So time doesn't work the way you think it does. So yes, while technically we've been strategizing this for hundreds of years, the truth is that it's taken the time it's taken to logistically decide what were the solutions we were going to find for all this big population. There are a lot of people on Earth at this time. There are almost 2 billion humans on this planet. It's a big deal. As you noticed, the new planet would only have a few million. Most other planets have only a few million people on them. What has happened is that we have given people, humans, a chance to choose where they were going to go to. So we first had to come up with the options, and then we gave people the opportunity to choose, and many people wanted to try a few lifetimes of this or that. So everything has taken time. We've taken as little time as we could, but at the end of the day, we did want to give people the opportunity to choose. There are several things here they're referring to, like the fact that there's only 2 billion people on this planet, not even close to 9 billion that we're being told. That is all made up. They're also referring to different places. We're going to, again, refer to previous videos because it's a lot of information. They've broken down how the entire multiverse works, how reality works. And so I don't want to rehash all of it for the ones that have watched the previous videos. So I'll keep going here. Carolyn, you told us that Clea is creating a tunnel for many people to go through. Is this for the light workers, for everyone moving to New Earth, or also for people going elsewhere? So I was given this information that I'm here to create a tunnel is one of the functions that I have. And I did not share this with you. Previously, I was given this information during my first session back in August last year. I didn't share this because I didn't think it was relevant to other people, but I am sharing it now because they are mentioning other people and how this tunnel fits in with what's going to happen. So I'm just sharing it because it hopefully adds some value to you. Me. This tunnel is definitely for the light workers, and it's also for the people going to New Earth. It's not necessarily, it was never meant necessarily to be for anyone else, since the people in 4D are going to be picked up and the people in 3D are going to go during their sleep. However, there are some who are going back to the 25th dimension who are taking advantage of this tunnel. Not advantage in a bad way, as the tunnel is available. It's being kept open, and so sometimes it makes it easier for them to cleanse and clear what they want to leave behind to go through this tunnel. It is available. Carolyn, and so you're saying that the tunnel is open now as we're speaking? Me. The tunnel has been open for 8 years. Carolyn, for 8 years. And has Clea been aware of this the whole time for 8 years, that she's been keeping this tunnel open for individuals to use? Me. No, she had no idea until we told her in the first session. Carolyn. Now, is she the only one holding this particular tunnel open? Me. She's the only one holding this tunnel open. However, there are different people who are working on different types of portals, but portals are more for travel back and forth, not necessarily used like this tunnel. This tunnel is a true transfer, so it's a very specific tunnel. Each light worker has different functions. This is CLEA'S function, is to allow this highway, if you like, into New Earth. Carolyn, you told us that we were taking this game down this year by February 2023 latest. You said that the timeline for the planet is set, that cannot be changed. However, you're also not used to time as we are here. Can we trust this timeline to happen on time? I want to say something about this. These are my questions. Carolyn is asking me because I'm under hypnosis, but I prepared these questions. The reason I asked this question is because time is very, very tricky. So I'm trying to get a feeling for what to expect. At the same time, I do not base my life on this. I live as I've always been living, and I suggest you do the same. We cannot be hung up on these things because what is to be is going to happen in divine timing. And so really when they give us a timeline, for me, it's just a matter of knowing, is it close or far? Like, are we talking about another 50 years here, or is it something that's going to happen in the shorter term? That's all I'm getting out of this. So take this at face value. It's what it is. So basically, the previous time I connected through hypnosis, I was told that this game would come down latest by January, February 2023. Most people will be gone this year, but they're talking about the light workers. They will be the last ones in latest in 2023. And this time we're asking, so, I mean, can we trust this timeline, or, you know, can we trust your concept of time since there is no time in the 25th? Me. Not only it's happening on time, it's actually being sped up. So we are going to be off this planet by October. Now, I did get double confirmation of this. I went into meditation a couple of weeks ago, and I was told the timeline has been accelerated. I don't know why I didn't ask it. Maybe I should ask, actually. Carolyn, oh, well, can you tell us of an event that will happen this year in 3D that will help us verify that things are on par, on their way to be the planet being taken down as planned? Me. They will pull all the bees. Carolyn, they will pull all the bees. Me. There will be other things that happen in 3D that will shock or send shock waves through the system. That will be your first signal. Thank you. It's hard not to focus on making money for survival in 3D. Is there a chance that we will have to be here for years still? Me. No. However, if you need to, for your own peace of mind, focus on 3D and making money. Do that. Enjoy it, as this is going to be the last time ever you're going to be doing this, because money doesn't exist anywhere else. The other 3D planets, there are very few 3D planets left in the multiverse, and the other 3D planets have different types of slavery. They don't have money, they have AI issues. Carolyn. So knowing that things are changing on the planet, and in the previous sessions, we talked about Nesara and Gesara, is the monetary plan via Nesara, is that actually happening now? Me, it is not. There is talk of it, but there is not enough time. So will not come through for the entire collective on Earth right now. However, it will be a reality if they wish for it to be in the new improved 3D reality. And most people wish for that. So that will be, that's been accounted for in the containment chambers. That is one of the programs that's been uploaded into the chambers. So at this rate, along this momentum, this will be a reality, quote unquote reality, for the people going to 3D realities. Carolyn. So will what you're doing here currently in 3D, and you're not staying in 3D, but your loved ones are, will those decisions that you're making now, will that follow them in the chambers? In other words, will they benefit from you, for example, winning the lottery this year? Maybe you're not going to a 3D chamber, but your loved ones are. Will they keep the money? I mean, will that transfer? Me, no. They will live through something fun, something that they enjoy that will completely change their lives for the better in a 3D way. So they might not want to, they will not need to work. They might want to work, but they won't need to work anymore if they don't want to. life will be a whole lot easier. It will be very leisurely. It will be a very leisurely lifestyle for everybody. Carolyn, thank you. Can you tell us what are we doing in the background to hold up the grid? And she's referring to 12,000. What are the 12,000 doing to hold up the grid? Me, we are being. Carolyn, we are being. So simply our energy in place is what is holding up the matrix, the grid here, me. There are some of us, each one of us might have a task that they've been asked to do that's more physical or something that they have to do. But in general, you don't have to do anything specific. Just by you being here, you're holding up the grid. Your energy does all the work. You're connecting with others. Carolyn. So is the preservation, the holding up and the taking down, are those happening simultaneously? Me. So the 12,000, we are holding this up, yes. They are happening at the same time. We, and in this case, they're referring to myself, Carolyn, and we have now connected with another light worker, one of the 12,000. This just happened in the last month. We have to specifically do something to send a signal to let others know where we are so that they can calibrate around that. We're always communicating in the astral. However, there are things that if we do physically, it actually sets a much bigger footprint, if you wish, in the matrix. And that's why some of the things have to be done physically, and we have physical things to do. And so it is actually, interestingly, much more important to get together physically these days than just simply create the intention of being in the same space, same room, and join energy. Joining energy, connecting energy is what we've always done here, but it's actually becoming more important to connect physically with other light workers to create an even more amplified field around you and around the planet. This is why some of the light workers are finally connecting to each other in the physical realm. And this is important, and that's why I wanted to share this, even though it was referring to something that I physically have to do with other light workers that I know in my own reality. So if you are aware of being a light worker and having other light workers around you, and it might be just one or two, there aren't that many of us again, get together physically. It's not enough to just have the intention of joining your energy. The more you can do physically, the faster you are amplifying your frequency. Carolyn. So is this why in my last session with Robert, I'll call him Robert, this is a friend of ours, we were directed that we needed another circle to come together? Me. These circles are important because they reflect the intention. We're getting used to the fact that our intentions become reality. We're becoming much more aware. Robert is not a light worker. However, it is important that people get together because this energy of being together makes a huge difference for the planet. And this is why we've been separated, or they tried to separate us. Carolyn. So then you have given us the discovery of Jen, who's the other light worker. Is she one of the 12,000 as well? Me, yes, she is. Carolyn. And it will be important for us to include her in the circle of energy? Me. Yes, you have also things to do. The three of you have to do things together. You're supposed to light the fuse. Carolyn, we three, just us three? Me. This is the signal that things are starting and proceeding. Things have already started, but it's a signal that we are at a certain point in the process. And so that all light workers will go into the next phase. Carolyn, Jen received the message that we needed to ignite the water. We do need to do this around water. Do we need to do this around water? Or can we just visualize and be present to the thought that this is what we're doing? Me. Well, you can do it. Anytime you can connect your thought to reality, what you consider reality from a 3D perspective, that will strengthen your faith, if you want to call it that, your connection, where you connect. You put two and two together that you are creating everything with your thought. So if you wish to do this around water, great. It will only bring the point home faster for you. However, you do not need to. You can connect to water as you are joining forces. However, it's important that you do so physically. All right, I am going to end this here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.